There are a lot of money guys out there, but most tend to cater to hardcore gamers and money grinders. And if you're like me, you don't have a lot of time to put into playing just one game. I'm Batakai, a casual gamer who casually started a YouTube gaming channel. And if you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you're a casual gamer too. So I'm not going to take up your valuable free time by giving you a 15-minute lecture on the fastest and most efficient way of making money in GTA Online. The goal is to have fun and get rich. With that in mind, this is your money-making guide for the casual players of GTA Online. Before we begin, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Your underwear might catch on fire if you don't. How likely is it? I don't know, but I wouldn't risk it if I were you. Alright, let's do it. The Cluckenbell farm raid is more than the easiest way to start making fast cash. There is no property you need to buy or an event you need to trigger. Just head over to this V on the map and you'll make about 500k in an hour or less. The setups are straightforward and the missions are stuck on normal for whatever reason, but it's a quick way of making fast GTA cash. The only downside is the casual's kryptonite, a cooldown time before you'll be able to start it again after you completed it. Next up on the list, which is in no particular order by the way, is the Acid Lab. The one business every casual player should have. All of the sale missions are solo friendly, and it fills up in the background while you're doing other things, like the Cluckenbell for instance. It's just about free to unlock after completing the first dose missions, which there are 6 of. There is a huge downside to the Acid Lab though. You have to do 10 DAX missions to unlock its full potential. As easy as that sounds, there is a 48-minute cooldown after each completion. I don't want to leave you confused thinking it has anything to do with the dose missions themselves. You have to bring up your phone, find Dax in your contacts, then call him and request work. Bonus tip, you can get a free car if you finish Dax's 5 last dose missions as well. Next up on our list, we'll be diving into the meat and potatoes, as one would say. The Casaca, which gives you access to the Cayo Perico heist. Arguably one of the best money-making methods in the game to date. For 2.2 million, you can buy your way into making millions. If you aren't a completionist, the setups aren't too bad. If you are, there are plenty of videos out there to get your fix. Once you scoped what is required, the setups and heists usually take a little less than an hour to complete. The humongous downside, however, to Cayo Perico is the close to 3-hour cooldown if done solo, but if you can find a friend, it's only 48 minutes. Yes, you'll be sharing the profit, but that all depends on your loot, because you could be making more money, but we talk too much about this, so it's just time to move on. And moving on, we're doing to by far the best thing ever added into GTA Online, the agency. This is by far my favorite property. For around 2 million, the cheapest entry gives you access to Amani Tech security contracts, payphone hits, and your very own armory. Lastly, the Dr. Dre contracts, which pays out 1 million guaranteed. That should take you a little more than an hour to complete due to the only downside of the agency, which is the unskippable cutscenes during playthrough. Even though all the things I listed, like the armory, the Armani Tech, are upgrades, they are well worth it, and it gives you access to the greatest thing ever added, the missile lock-on jammer, so you can kind of cruise around in your favorite cars, the ones that actually support the lock-on jammer, in public lobbies and not worry about a heat-seeking missile crammed up your butthole just because you're relaxing. But let's move on.
I had to hustle hard to get that thing, man. I was just trying to get paid.
Our final entry on this list, which is in no particular order as a reminder, is the Mackenzie Hangar. The newest property in GTA Online will set you back 1.4 million. And yes, it is worth having as a casual player. For an hour of your time, you could make just over 500,000, and as I found out while recording footage for this video, over 800,000 with the difficulty set to hard, which you unlock after completing the Oscar Guzman Flies Again missions on normal. But most importantly, it is a challenge. These missions introduce a new way of playing the game that has revived my hope for future updates as well as GTA 6. You also get the bonus of adding 20 additional slots for aircraft storage, even though I don't own that many. I thoroughly enjoyed playing through these missions. Plus, after only a couple runs, I've already made my money back for the purchase, which is better than a lot of businesses in GTA Online currently. Well, that's my quick list for making money in GTA Online for casual players. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. This is Batakai Versus. See you in the next world. Peace.
Turn me up, get 'em. Turn me up, get 'em. Diamonds dancing, bad dancing. And I just made that jewel, had to feed dancing.